Yeah, I got a question based on budget. So is that one of the things, is that one of the first, obviously the first metric that someone will come to you with is this is how much I can spend based on my borrowing capacity. And then does that determine the location, or do you ask them what else are in your goals? Is it more so capital growth, or is it more so cash flow, or is it a blend? And then do you go find the location? And then where do you go from those things that they give you in terms of maybe borrowing capacity and their goals? Then where do you go with narrowing it down into terms of like locations?
Yeah, so it depends how low their borrowing capacity is. So if they come to me and they say, look, I've only got a 300K budget for commercial, it's probably less to their goals. Well, assuming their goal is to get a passive income, and that's why we're going commercial. So that's the first step. But then the second one is, okay, what's your risk profile? Like, how much risk can we take on to kind of buy this one? Because most smaller ones, you're going to have a few options. It's going to be a little office space, a little retail in a regional town, most likely, or a small industrial, most likely in like a Brisbane or a Perth or something like that. Just like a little 80 to 120 square meter one. They're all got different risk profiles. So like the office and the retail, they're long periods of vacancy, but you normally get the tenant for a bit longer. The industrial vacancy rates are actually really tight because a lot of sole traders want to jump on them. That the negative is you go through the tenants really often because most sole traders go one or two ways. If they grow, they're upsizing or buying their own place. If they're failing, they leave. So you probably go through a new tenant every like 3 to 5 years on that, but fill it within a month. So that's probably like the lowest risk one. So to answer your question, it's on a small budget, it's more to do with their risk profile. As we start stretching up into like the mill, yep, spot on. We need to assess, okay, what are we actually trying to get out of this? Are we going to re-leverage and use the capital growth to get in another one? How quickly can you save money? Like, can we get into another one from your savings? Or are we using the cash flow to get into it? Most of the time you try to get all three. If you can get capital growth, rental increases, then save a lot of money, you'll get in a bit quicker. So it just depends there. If you guys jump on like, oh, look, we're this mum and dad client, we're going to buy one property, pay it off in the next 10 years. What do I buy? Cool. I probably wouldn't chase yield. I'd probably just chase low risk, get something that always performs, and that way they have a good retirement from it.